If you enjoy vampire fiction, but occasionally want to see more than just the blood-sucking variety, because you know there are so many more kinds in folklore, you may enjoy this book that I just finished, coming out today. It's called The Vampire and His Star Weaver by Devon Atwood. In this one, Sage is just looking forward to finishing college, getting her degree. Her mom's got an internship lined up for her, and her path is pretty clear on her way forward. It's not exactly the industry she would have chosen, but it'll be comfortable enough, and at least she'll have time for her hobbies. Things get a little bit more complicated when the ground beneath her feet flashes with light, connecting her to this stranger. And that would be weird enough if he didn't also prove to be a vampire. And so are all his cohort brothers. They're each a different type of vampire. And even that wouldn't be so bad if there weren't other types of creatures that wanted to prevent the vampires from finding their mates, like has just happened with Sage. Now that her identity has been revealed, she's in danger. And even the vampires don't understand exactly what that threat entails. Luckily, Sage is starting to find some abilities of her own that may help them find a solution. Because I am a folklore and mythology junkie, I absolutely loved that we got so many different types of vampires that feed off of so many different energy sources. Yes, we do still have blood drinking vampires, but we also have those that feed off of emotions or thought. I like saying that a lot. I also really liked how we had a realistic progression of our protagonist's belief. Our male main character really has to prove that he is a vampire and not just delusional. And even though we do have the fated mates trope that does speed up their relationship a little bit, Sage has to come to believe it. And I think it was paced very well in that it feels believable, but it also doesn't feel like a slog. And once we do get there, there is some high quality open door spice. There were some parts where I struggled though, and I feel like one more round with a developmental editor probably could have fixed that. Namely, so many of the characters, practically all of them, were so easy to distract from one of the central conflicts that it felt like it was done to inflate the length of the book. All but one of them, truthfully, would become suspicious about one detail or another and then just not probe further. And if it were one or two characters, that would make sense to me, but the fact that it was all of them broke my immersion every time, pulled me right out of the book. I am interested to see where this series goes next because this is the first in the series called the Cosmic Ley series, L-E-Y. I did feel like everything resolved in a very satisfactory sort of way. I am guessing, and this is purely a guess, that subsequent novels in the series will follow each of the cohort brothers in finding their mate, and I will be interested to see if I am right. Devon Atwood has quite a number of other projects already published. You can find them all on her website, and she has more books coming out even after this one. As I said, The Vampire and a Star Weaver publishes today, May 13th. You can get it at all your favorite book retailers. And there is a longer version of this on my website as well, along with all content warnings at writing.hallidaynelson.com. And I want to know what you are reading too, because no matter how big this TBR pile behind me gets, I'm gonna let it keep growing. Happy reading.